Alright, let's try this again. So, this is probably my 4th time recording this video, and I'll throw in moments from every single cut that I have from every video after this, but this is the one where I'm actually going to do it and hopefully publish this video. Been pissing me off not being able to publish it and get some feedback, possible feedback from anybody who wants to talk and who enjoys the project. So this here is my 1989 240SX hatchback, slick top. It is an auto car. Well, it was an auto car, I should say. Okay. It's a fully intact car. It's a slick top. It had the wing. I have since pulled it out since I'm going to have to repair the rust. There she is. The original foam wing. Survived 30 years. 35 to be exact. It's a full interior car. This is kind of a crappy light, but uncracked dash. I'm not really worried about showing you the uncracked dash. You know it's there. Full interior. I've got the full rear. I need that wood panel, and I also need the privacy shield. But aside from that, it's got everything. Oh yeah, I am missing bezel for the radio. But that's a piece I can find. Right now, it is currently (2JZ) swapped. It's pretty sweet. I'm a fan of this engine. It's got some pretty nasty spots to it. I'll show you guys here in a sec. Let me zip off these wheels up here, and I'll show you. It hasn't been registered since '01, which is pretty crazy. Let's take these puppies off. Alright, you boys ready for the money shot? Money shot. Look at that. That is just some beautiful rot right there. So this is my biggest problem of concern right here. Because if I don't get this dialed in, I will kind of be screwed in terms of suspension. Oh, in terms of alignment, I should say. You might have noticed a small amount of fluid. I broke a completely rotted A&N fitting for the power steering. So that guy's completely blown. The rear of the car really doesn't look much better than the front. It is nasty. What else would you expect from a car that's been sitting in a bunch of people's backyards for years? And she's been going to church. Very holy car. Another thing I found when I was taking out the wing is this gas tank strap. Barely holding on. I mean, I don't even know how this bolt is still holding up this tank, to be honest. It's a miracle. But she's holding on there strong too. Look at that guy. So that's the underneath. It is very nasty. I've got a buddy of mine who's coming to take a peek at it and let me know what needs to be welded. But as for what's going on with the car, I have the engine out. It's all blocked up. And I'm ready to take it apart and clean up the block a little, touch it up and make sure everything is solid before I, put it back in the car. There have been a few things done. It's got an EGR delete. Someone painted the valve cover in the intake. You can kind of tell with the tape job. Had a not painted. This is a very shitty spray paint job someone did over the car without taking anything out. So I'm giving them more credit than credit's due. Side note, if anybody knows what this sensor is on the back of the throttle body / intake, let me know, because I need one for my other intake and I have no clue what this thing is or what it's called. I can't find any bulletins talking about it. Ooh. So yeah, there's the engine. The auto is already in the junkyard. It's been scrapped. And here we have a manual 5-speed transmission. I've got my drive shaft over here for the manual transmission. And I've got a flywheel. I've got my safety switches and a bunch of other good bits and bobs that I'm gonna need. Manual brake pedal, manual clutch. There's my alternator down there. It's got a brand new alternator on it. All very minor things in the grand scheme, but that's the general overview of the project. And my secondary project is outside here. I'll show you that one. So this here is my 1990 Nissan D21. It is very dirty right now. I've been using it for a lot of work-related tasks, moving a lot of furniture and picking stuff up. It is a very reliable car. I've done about 35,000 miles on it, and it hasn't left me stranded anywhere. It hasn't given me any issues except for aside from a thermostat, which worked really well the first 500 miles, but then ended up having to be replaced. Which, don't mess with anything if it works, guys. There was no reason for me to pull out the OEM thermostat, but I did because I wanted to do some maintenance with a cooler flush, and that's what I get. So aside from that though, this car has been wonderful. I love working on it. I have done a lot of paint work. I really haven't worked on it so much as I've painted it. I did this valve cover here, and then I also did the wheels. I pulled the wrap off, and then I did the fenders. Fenders are kind of starting to fall back apart, so I think I want to resand. I might do a patina kind of look. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do here yet, but I've just been enjoying working on it. It has 92,000 miles. I guess I should also say that 240 has 102,000 miles on the odometer, which is really nice. Yeah, this car has been a ton of fun. It's a 5-speed manual. I got it with 62,000 miles or 68, something around there. And I've just enjoyed it. It's just a pretty car from every angle. It's fun. And I got a loudencer on it. I'll throw some clips in of me, you know, having it open. This thing works sometimes. There we go. Alright. Let's try and get down to second gear here. She's open. Very fun. I'm not going very far in this thing. I'll tell you what, it's not a quick car, but it's a blast. I've driven it to Chicago and back, which isn't very far, but it's still nerve-wracking taking a car this old on a journey like that. But she survived. And then recently I got this teardown table. It is from the 40s, so that's pretty cool. It is a 40s, 50s era teardown, and I've just kind of been cleaning it up a little. I kind of want to do like a patina-ish look where I clean up little spots that I like, so I'm thinking about giving it a finish sort of like that metal everywhere I can see an edge, so I did it all down the table legs too. I want to leave this drawer as untouched as possible because it's just such a cool little piece on this old table. And I kind of did the same thing down here as well, as sand the edges. I'd like to do both sides of the table, but it's not a very simple task. But this teardown will be great for anything I need to do with the transmission or the engine or keep parts organized or what have you. It'll be a very nice asset to have. Any input for me or any ideas for me? Anything you think I should know before going into this? This is my first time doing a project like this. Never really gotten into anything this heavy before. And I'm pretty mechanically inclined. I'm just kind of scared about it. See, I've never done anything this intense. But I think with the right support, and as long as I keep my head on my shoulders and I take things one step at a time, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Shouldn't have too much of an issue. That's my car and my project. In my second car. Thank you all for watching if you did. And I'll see you in maybe the next video or in the comment section. See ya.